The cups that I'm going to be using for this experimental setup is foam cups that I bought from the dollar store as well. I'm choosing to double cup mine, but that's totally up to you. Any glass or mugs also works. Just do not use any red Solo cups or thin plastic cups, as they will melt with the hot boiling solution and it'll ruin your setup. In place of pencils, I bought some wooden dowels from the dollar store and some dental floss to use as my string. I took a piece of the dental floss and cut it to the length of the cup and just tied a knot in the center. But all you're going to need to do is get about a cup and a tablespoon of water. Put that in a saucepan here. I kind of have it going already, so that way it gets nice and hot before I add 3 cups of sugar that I have measured out. You're going to constantly be stirring that and allowing that to get into solution. So here I got my sugar, 3 cups. Let's go ahead and add this in slowly. And what we'll do is we'll add it bit by bit. That way it doesn't caramelize. So it'll take a little bit. But you don't want the sugar to caramelize. You want it to stay in the solution. And you don't want it to foam either. So if it starts to foam, just take it off the heat. Let it sit for a little bit. Keep stirring it and it should clear up. So it looks like all my sugar kind of got dissolved there. So we'll add a little bit more sugar. We'll do this little by little. So as you can see, this is starting to get kind of clear and it's getting really thick. So let's add our last little bit of sugar there. And we'll continue to stir this a little bit more. So my sugar solution here looks fairly clear and it looks like all the sugar has dissolved. So what I'll do at this point, turn off the heat and take it off the heat so that way it doesn't keep cooking. And then what I'll do next is add just a little bit, so about half of a teaspoon of my lemon extract, my flavoring to this, just to give the candy some flavor. Alright, so here I got my sugar solution. I got my 3 cups, my seed crystal, my control, and my alcohol treatment ones. So I'm going to go ahead and add an equal amount of the sugar solution to each. Just roughly. And then made sure that I took out my wooden dowels before adding that. And then what I'm going to do next is to the alcohol treatment, I'm going to add this isopropyl alcohol, about 1 tablespoon of that. And to the control and to the seed crystal ones, I'm going to add just 1 tablespoon of regular water. So for my seed crystal one, I'm also going to make sure that I have the string submerged in the solution, and I'll pull it out. And then kind of roll it around a little bit in the sugar mix. Just sugar. So once that's done, I'll stick this back into our cup. So now the hard part is done. I got my 3 solutions all in there. They all have their treatments. Everything is good to go. Now it's time to just wait. We'll give it about 2-3 hours. I'll come back and check and see how they're doing.